This is a Transformer blade, and we're at San Diego Comic-Con. Today, my mission is to make sure I collect as many sketches from emerging artists as possible. But it is Comic-Con. Is it possible? How many of them are emerging, and how many of them follow the rules? I need you guys to come along for the ride. Every July, 135,000 fans pack San Diego Comic-Con with nearly 500,000 more in the Gaslamp District. For 5 days, this is Geek Mecca. But I only have 48 hours. My mission, fill this comic with as many Transformer sketches as I can from rising artists. The rules are simple. No major comic credits. They have to accept the challenge. They pick the Transformer. I'll provide reference if needed. They get the time they need, even if I have to leave the comic book behind. And finally, they set the price. No haggling. One book, 48 hours. How many sketches can I get before time runs out? All right, I just dropped off the comic with the very first artist. I'm gonna wait to see, what he's gonna do. He said come back in about 20 minutes, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give him about 20 minutes. And in the meantime, let's go look at some Transformers. The Hasbro booth was the booth I really wanted to visit the most here at Comic-Con. There were so many new things to see, so many new drops, and every day was something completely different within this display. Even though I kept coming back, I felt like I didn't get the total Hasbro experience, but nonetheless, I got to see some really cool Transformers every single day of the con. The first artist I spoke with was named Autumn, and they took on the challenge. They said that they were more than willing to do this right here for me. I talked to them about Transformers, and they told me how much they enjoyed the Beast Wars TV show. I was like, hey, I just recently did a podcast on something like that. Please do. They asked me which Transformer I wanted, and I told them, well, since you like Beast Wars, I'm gonna let you go ahead and choose. Autumn told me how much they loved Inferno, so I said, there you go. That's the one that I think you should draw. Autumn was like, right on. So they went ahead and took on the challenge, and this is what they gave me. I completely appreciate what the first artist, Autumn, did. They went ahead and took the challenge. They liked the idea. They're like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. That sounds super fun, super cool. And I'm glad that they were super excited to do that. However, as you guys saw, rules were broken with that one. I asked him for a remark, and he did a whole page, or they did a whole page. Now, the art that he did on that one right there is super dope. He said that, I'm sorry, I don't want to disrespect, but he said he's going to do Inferno for me. They got excited. They wanted to make sure that, they showed off their work. And again, I appreciate it, but I actually had to go back and get another blank to kind of start all over. But I'm still going to feature their work. Don't get me wrong. But it can't count towards the challenge. So right now I have someone working on it, and we'll see what happens, okay? The next artist I ran into is Kylan Koo, who was willing to take on the challenge. Now, I've seen this artist's work before at another con here in Stockton, California. I absolutely loved his work, and I said, hey, you know what? I would love for you to work on this right here. Now, I understand it's not going to be one of your fancy drawings, but I would like for you to take on this challenge. And he said, fine, I would love to do that. So I asked him to do a quick sketch. I let him do whatever he wants, dropped it off, and then came back. And, well, this is what Kai gave me. Ran into this fellow named Brian, and he said that he's willing to do it. He said originally he was going to do like the McDonald's Transformers. If you guys remember those changers, those not combiners, but those changers. So he said that he was going to do his own take on a on a hamburger. I was like, do it. It's got to be a Transformer though. It's got to be like one of the transformable ones, and I'm going to let that one slide. So he seems super excited to do that one. I'm going to let him do that. He said come back in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to come back in 20 minutes. I'm going to go back and take a look at some more toys. I'm going back and forth. I'm going to see how this goes. And that's exactly what I did. I kept going back and forth within the convention center, just taking in the energy, looking at all the cool things, just people watching. This is an experience that all of us should do at least once in our lifetime. There is nothing like San Diego Comic-Con. Like I said, 135,000 people are packed within this building that is the same size as the Empire State Building. There is literally a small town's worth amount of people packed within this building. One thing about San Diego Comic-Con is that everyone's experience is going to be 100% different, and that's what I love about San Diego Comic-Con. By now, the 20 minutes was up, so I went back and took a look and see what Bryant did for me. Point to yours, point to yours, point to yours.
Oh, this one here.
There you go. I love it because Bryant did exactly what I asked him to do. He added another sketch to this blank. It didn't take long to find the third artist whose booth was directly in front of Bryant's.
Got me on your end?
I got you right here.
Okay. This is how I would do an Optimus.
So Jesse right here went ahead and said that he's going to go ahead and do that, an Optimus Prime for me to add to the jam piece that I'm creating of emerging artists here at San Diego Comic-Con. But Jesse's doing an amazing job. He's just like, yeah, I'll do it, and I'll do it on the fly. He's been doing it on the fly. It seems like he's going to be done in just a few minutes here, but we're going to watch the man work, okay?
Never drawn Optimus Prime before on top of that.
Let me take a look, and bam. That's his Optimus Prime right there, top right. Oh snap, Jesse. That's dope. I love it, dude. Great job. Thank you, thank you. There's no shortage of things to do here at Comic-Con. There really isn't. I'm gonna tell you now, it's literally impossible to do every single thing here at Comic-Con. It really is. Let's say, for example, you have all the money in the world to be able to buy all the toys and all the comics and all the tchotchkes. Let's say you got that. But I guarantee you, you don't have enough time to complete every single thing here at Comic-Con. There are panels upon panels upon panels that overlap each other. You got Hall H, and then you have all of the other panels upstairs. There is an upstairs, by the way. I haven't shown you guys upstairs, but like all the other panels are upstairs, and they overlap each other. You cannot complete every single thing at Comic-Con, including preview night, but that's the fun of it. You get to do and map out everything you want to do. You get to map it out according to your schedule. You get to have fun according to your schedule. You get to do everything you want to do. Just understand you won't be able to do every single thing that you want to do. Now, the cool thing about Comic-Con too is there's a lot of stuff to do outside, and you don't need a badge. And I'm not gonna tell you watch this video right here. Watch it. There's a lot of people that are gonna be like, hey, there's badgeless Comic-Con events happening outside in downtown. If you guys plan to come to Comic-Con and you decide to stay in San Diego for 5, 6, 7 days, but yet you only have a badge for 1 or 2 days, there's nothing wrong with that, because there are things to do outside of Comic-Con. Still have that Comic-Con experience and have a wonderful time. In the future, if you guys are able to purchase those badges, I don't want to say be wary, but just understand that you might not get like the full everyday badge. You might be able to only get like 1 or 2 days, because it's a lottery system. It's a lottery system. It's not like Heroes Con, it's not like Galaxy Con, Fan Expo, you can just walk up and get a ticket. No, you actually have to plan this almost a year in advance. But if you can get in, it's worth it. I am here for 48 hours, 2 days, and it's not even full days. I've decided to do a mission I'm not sure I can complete, but something for sure I'm gonna have fun doing. And that's the beauty of Comic-Con, all right? Well, this is the end of that first day. Tomorrow's another day. I am here all day, crossing my fingers I can get 10 emerging artists to help me with that jam piece. Wish me luck. Now it's day 2 here at Comic-Con, and I was already tired. The night before, my friends and I went to go watch Kevin Smith and his Hollywood Babylon podcast, which was super fun, but we stayed out pretty late after that. Knowing I have this mission to accomplish, I woke up pretty early the next day and headed to the con as quickly as possible. While there, as I was trying to map out what I needed to do for this mission, I needed a break, so I ended up seeing some friends at the con and hung out with them for a bit. While in Artist Alley, I realized, hey, I didn't get to see some of my artist friends. So I headed to the booths of Don Aguilio and John Boy Myers. I just wanted to know how the con was treating them, how their day was, and hoping that they were having fun while at San Diego Comic-Con. While there, I did see another friend of mine who actually had a booth in Artist Alley. I know he has his own comic book, but I wasn't sure if he was going to qualify for the challenge. So I asked if he had done any work for Marvel, DC, or any of the major publishers, and lo and behold, he said no. Guess what? He's next in line. He told me one of his favorite Autobots was Mirage, so I said, go ahead, that's what I want you to do, and this is what he did for me. I'm so happy that my friend was able to add some of his art to my jam piece, but now it's time to complete the mission.
All right, this is a lot harder than I thought, you know. I talked to quite a few artists and they're like, no, I have something done with Marvel, I have something done with Boom or with Image, so there was some art there that I thought was super, super dope, but they didn't qualify. They didn't qualify, you know. The rule is, no Marvel, no DC, no Image, no Boom, none of those guys. But I'm still on the hunt. I'm gonna go find someone, so come along with me, okay?
Time is running out and I was only able to speak to a few more artists. Another artist was willing to take on the challenge, so he told me to leave the comic with him and to come back. And well,
my time's dwindling down here at Comic-Con and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to accomplish this mission. I only got a few of those sketches that I was looking for, and take a look at this. It's Sunday now, you guys. This is day 2 for me, and I didn't get that many. Sketches, and I'm trying to weave in and out of the con. And the con closes early today too, so it's like I said 48 hours. It was probably less than that. But I got a mission. I got to see if I can accomplish this. So wish me luck.
Now, one thing I want you to understand is that this mission isn't the only thing I wanted to accomplish at San Diego Comic-Con. I had a couple of other jam pieces that was for established artists. One of them was designated for Asian female artists, so I had Joyce Chen add to one of my jam pieces, but that's not going to count towards the challenge. I also saw a couple of my favorite artists who were able to add their art to another jam piece that I started, and those two I will show you at the end.
Well, that's it. I got the final piece in hand. I set myself up for this one. I probably should not have done what I did, but you know what? It was a different way to experience the con. One of those things where you have an idea in your head. My brain is like, hey, why don't you go ahead and try that? And I'm like, okay, let's try this. So collecting sketches, doodles from emerging artists that have no published art with, you know, any of the big three, I'm gonna say big three now because of Image, Mid-Dependence, Boom, you know, all of those, Dark Horse, like that was the rule. My goodness, it was a whole lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And on top of that, if they were willing to even do it. Some of the artists were like, oh, I'm not comfortable with drawing Transformers, and I had to respect it. That was part of the rules. And, you know, between juggling that, walking around the con, taking video of everything that I see, you know, it was tough. But San Diego Comic-Con 2026, definitely one to remember, one to never forget, and one that any nerd who wants to be here should be here. There is no shortage of things to see, experience, touch, feel, play with. Stop it. At all here at this con. And And I understand why this is at, you know, the geek mecca. I've always understood why. But people literally make pilgrimages from halfway around the world to be here. And honestly, if a person like me can be here, anybody can be here. So, all of that being said, let's take a look and see if I accomplished my mission. All right, cool. Now that we're back here at the house, I can show you exactly what I picked up at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, these are all of the sketches, all of the artwork that I got there at the con. Did I accomplish my mission? You're gonna have to wait and see. But first, let's go ahead and show you what else I ended up getting there at the con. So this is a Void Rivals jam piece that I started years ago, and I have quite a few amazing artists on here, on the front and on the backs. But this year I got to add two of my favorite artists. I ended up getting Don Aguilio to do one right there. And then another one of my favorite artists right there, this is Ryan Berry. And he's got this fantastic mechanical art style that I absolutely love. I actually have a piece coming back from him pretty soon. So keep an eye out, because the San Diego Comic-Con haul is not done. It's crazy. And then down here, I ended up adding Peter Smith, who had worked for Disney in the past. So I ended up getting 3 sketches from amazing artists here on this, and I'm not done. There's more to come with this one right here. And this is like one of my favorite ones, and it's not gonna make any sense to a lot of people, but it's just a good way to remind myself of who I saw at the con. So don't worry about the fact that it's a Nocterra #1 blank. What I ended up getting was my friends that I saw at the con. I was like, hey, I need you to sign this, I need you to sign this. So I had my friends Red, Walden Wong, Mike, who else did I get? I got Paul in the 619 was also in here, fabulous member of our comic book community. So this is just my way, my remembrance of seeing all my friends. And here's the thing, dummy, I didn't get all of them. There were so many friends that I saw at the con, and I didn't even think about it. See, look, this is what happens when you put a mission in my head. I got to do this, I got to do that. And when I saw my friends, it was just a quick, hey man, it's great seeing you. Some of them I was able to pull this out and be like, hey, look, I want you to sign this for me, please. It is unfortunate because there was so many amazing people that I recognize, that I know in the community, and they should have been on that one right there. So I'm gonna take that back to a future San Diego Comic-Con, and hopefully I'll be able to fill that up with some more of my friends who can add their autograph or a little sketch, whatever, to that one right there. That one's really meaningful. Now, earlier I did mention that I had Joyce Chen add to this. So this is another Void Rivals blank right here, and this is all female Asian artists. So I have, and I had mentioned who they are before in the past, you know, but here, Joyce Chen, Bay Area, wait, yeah, that's her. Bay Area artist Joyce Chen right there. She added her version of Jetfire right here also. So I have a couple of Jetfire jam pieces, you know, that are really dope. Actually, they're all really, really dope. But I'm gonna definitely keep this one specifically for only Asian female artists, and there's a few more artists out there that there's a lot more room here. So I have some more work to be done right there. And so here we go. This was the mission, right? The mission was to get as many sketches from emerging artists as possible. And this is the one that Autumn did, the very, very first one. And I did ask them, hey, just do a sketch. I just need something small because I'm gonna have other people draw on it. But this is what Autumn did. This is their version of Inferno right there. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I think this is still pretty dope. I really enjoyed, I'm enjoying it now, but I really enjoy, you know, Inferno's look on this one. Looks pretty spot on. It's just, they didn't follow rules, so I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Let me know if this counts, you know. But yeah, this is the Inferno sketch right here. They went ahead and just took over, and they're like, I'm gonna go ahead and just give you everything that I can on this, and a very, very good price. Very, very good price. It's just that I needed other people to draw on this. But that's the one right there. That's the one that started it all right there. And then this is it. This is the one right here. Did I accomplish my mission? I did say 10 artists. That was what I was trying to go for in the video. So this is what I got. And to be honest with you guys, you've already seen it. This is it right here. So this is, let me see, this is Brian. This is Kui. Sorry, I kind of messed up that one. That one's Jesse down there, and this is my friend Art right there. So this is exactly what it looks like up close. It's still pretty dope. It's still pretty dope. Everyone decided to do Optimus, except for Art Edwin. He went ahead and gave me Mirage down here, and it was fun to try to do this. Now, I only got 5 artists to do this, and I was shooting for 10. Trying to hunt down an artist there in Artist Alley who doesn't have any major comic book credits was really difficult. You know, I had to go from one to another, and then on top of that, it was just so overwhelming. As you guys saw in the video, it was so many people there in Artist Alley. It was really hard to weave in and out. And it was nice because some people were like, oh, go talk to so-and-so, oh, go talk to so-and-so. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, I spoke with about 10 to 15 artists I was just trying to, you know, asking them, do you, can you, are you willing, telling them about the challenge, them saying how fun it sounds. And of course, like the time limit was a big factor. Now, here's the thing too. And this is the one that bums me out the most. There were like, I want to say at least 2 other artists that were like, yeah, I'm down to do that, bring it over to me, and I'll go ahead and add to it. One artist, I completely forgot his name. He was a fabulous artist too. He had some amazing art, and I told him what I was trying to do. He's like, yeah, you know what? Go ahead and leave it here. I'll go ahead and take care of it. Part of the challenge, right? I have to leave it with them. I have to give them as much time. But this was on the final day of the con. This was on the absolute final day of the con. And honestly, it was closer to like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I left it with them. He's like, come back in about 30 minutes. I got back there in about 30 minutes. He's like, I'm still trying to finish this up. Like, give me another, 45 minutes. I'm like, dude, like, kind of need that, but all right, I liked his art a lot, and I was like, okay, let me go back and I'm gonna give him some time. These other artists are like, all right, just, I only need like 20 minutes to do it. And unfortunately, it was like 4:30 in the afternoon. He's like, I am so sorry, but I cannot get to this. And I understood. Don't get me wrong. It's not like stupid artist, I completely understood, because he was working on other pieces. And if I had known his name, if I remember his name, I would totally tell you guys who it was. Was a sweet guy too. He was really nice. He was very apologetic. But that one actually held me up right there. Like, I possibly could have had another 2 more, maybe 3 more on this one right here. And I should have made the decision of, you know what, doesn't sound like you have too much time. Let me take that back. Let me bring it over to other people who can do it, And that was a part of it, right? What was cool about this whole experience is that I got to talk to other people. I got to talk to other artists. I got to talk to other emerging artists, because I never know, we'll never know, but maybe one of these artists, like someone's gonna say, hey, look, I like your art. Why don't you come over and do a cover for, Venom, do a cover for, Superman. It'd be really cool to say, hey, man, I met that person over there at San Diego Comic-Con. And though I may not have completed my challenge, I still came out a winner. I'm not gonna lie, I still feel like I won because I went to San Diego Comic-Con. I got a bunch of sketches. You guys saw the other haul video, this haul video right here. It's kind of crazy. I came back with a lot of stuff. I came back with a smile. And I think that's the biggest thing right there. I came back smiling. I came back like, man, I went to San Diego Comic-Con. I got to see some of my best friends. Got to see some of my friends for the first time. I got to meet new artists. I got to see new things. I got to see a whole shitload of Transformers, you guys. There was some really dope stuff. Got to see some Transformer content creators out there. One of them who actually recognized me. That one was crazy. So Toys R Us, I'll say this one real fast. Toys R Us is a big time, Transformer content creator, and it was really cool because I introduced myself. I was like, hi, you're Toys R Us. He's like, yeah. I was like, hey, nice to meet you. My name's E-Man. He's like, oh my God, E-Man. And he's like, I know you. Like, you and I had a chat before. And I was like, wait, what? So it was really cool for someone in the YouTube world to recognize me somehow, some way. And that made me feel good. It made me feel really good also because he's such a big Transformer content creator, and for him to be able to pick out my name because of a chat that him and I had during one of his live streams, I thought that was really cool, and I thought that was really wonderful of him to remember something like that. So big shout out to Toys R Us. And I'm not gonna lie, it made my day. I was like, hey, big content creator recognized who I was. So like I said, I didn't accomplish my mission, but I still came out a winner. It's all right with me, you guys. And don't forget to check out the haul video right here, you guys. It shows you all of the cool things that I picked up at San Diego Comic-Con. I actually had to pick up another bag because I overdid it at the con, you know, but it was still really fun to attend and pick up all those things. So make sure you check out this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.